Hello, my darlings. Welcome. This video, this reading is going to be very, very specific. I am reading for people whose person is in a third-party committed relationship, marriage, long-term living together, soulmate, other soulmate, karmic soulmate, anything like that. I know a lot of these relationships have that characteristic, and I think that that's been one of the hardest and most damaging parts of this cycle, because our society tells us, to be the quote-unquote other woman is wrong. Waiting for somebody to break up is ridiculous. There's a lot of negative and very damaging energy that surrounds this particular setup. So pretty much every day, well, I shouldn't say that because I'm very guide directed in what I draw on, but they have told me that I will be drawing on this particular subject often, frequently, because we want to know what's going on with our other person, but we also need to know how to heal from it, from what we've already been through, so that we are whole. Because there's no doubt that if this is your sacred soulmate, there is destiny and divine purpose there. There's no doubt that these relationships come together. What happens when they do? Are you healed? Are you whole? That's important. For this particular reading, I have brought in a very large piece of rose quartz just to kind of bathe in that energy. I also have this back here. This is a very ancient piece of smoky quartz. It actually came off. Oh, I have the whole piece over here. It came off of a bigger piece that I have. The energy of this is so deep. Oh, I love this stone. Anyway, so I have the small piece that broke off of that over here as well. My setup in general is set up to support the energy that we're doing. I think in this type of relationship, we also Ganesh, to break down the barriers. And I always think of this as not necessarily to break down the barriers between us and our person, but in ourselves. Anything, because we like to latch on to the runner chaser scenario, but the fact of the matter is everybody's running. Because if they weren't running, you'd see it. You'd see how you're running. in most cases, and at some point for all of us. So Ganesh, to me, I always say a little prayer and ask him to help us break down the blocks within ourselves that are keeping us from union in these relationships and in life, really. I also have my little frog prints here because this is personal for me. My person and I have a very strange connection with frogs. And this also is another piece of rose quartz. So this is very special. I brought him in for this reading. My person also in a third party situation. So in fact, my twin flame was as well. So I'm very, very familiar with all the emotions and everything that goes down when your person is in the guilt and the shame and everything that goes down in a third party situation. So now that I have rambled on that about you, I will give you the general warning that these are general readings, entertainment purposes. You need to take what resonates and leave what does not. These are readings for whoever finds these videos. I'm channeling from my guides, but there's not, one reading isn't going to hit anybody in all the right places, but there will be pieces. There will be something here for you if you're here. I truly believe that. So run everything past your own intuition, your guides, your filters, your understanding. Take what resonates, what sits deep in your soul. Take that and use that to move down your path, and just let anything else sit. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. I think this card has come up in every reading I've done today. Spirit really, really wants us to get this message. I'm using the Light Seer deck for this reading. And in this deck, the Four of Swords has this girl. She's in this nest, and very specifically healing her heart. I'm also seeing, the red thread. If you watched the 11/11 reading earlier today, one of the cards I pulled was connected to the mythology of the person who threads the red thread between lovers. So that's a recurring theme I see going on today. We need to rest and we need to heal because we have a whole new world getting ready to open up to us. We need to let go of something. Although, you know what, it's funny because I find this is foretelling. This is after I keep getting the message, I'm not just today. I mean, this is the solstice, so winter is now upon us. But I've been getting this message for weeks. Rest over the winter. Hibernate, hermit mode over the winter. Get your stuff together. Next year, the shifts downwards a little bit, gets darker, gets a little crazier. We need to be ready for it. We need to be prepared for it. So I feel like this is foreshadowing after the rest. We need to, because this wand over here in the corner is usually you need to choose. You need to put something down and pick something up. She's already chosen. This is rest. This is the hibernation. This is after the hibernation going back out into the world. Oh God, I'm going to cry. And then your soulmate. Then you've got union. You need to do the work. You need to do your rest. And you need to do your work because these things are coming and they're coming fast. They're coming fast. And I'm feeling like if you don't take this winter seriously and you don't do this work, this moment's going to fly right past you. And what's going to happen is you're not going to want it. You're not going to be ready for it. It's going to feel like too much work. The rainbow is too intense. You're just going to stick with these cards over here and be like, I'm good. I got a lot out of the winter and it was nice. And I'm okay if I don't get back into this intensity. You're meant to be in this intensity. This is the destiny. Underneath that, we've got the King of Pentacles, but I don't feel like he resonates as much with these cards, with this spread. 1, 2, 3, 4. I usually go down 5, but King of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Pentacles in a reading earlier today, and that was about having your house together and your house in order. You know what? I just heard it so clear. My guys are like, so that you can be ready for the King of Pentacles, because they're getting your person ready too. And I don't mean this in a gender sense. You could be whatever gender you align with, whatever relationships, same-sex energy. Same-sex relationships. It doesn't matter. It's the masculine, feminine energy. Most people that are watching tarot is the feminine energy, because the masculine energy is in denial, is in third-party relationships, is very busy doing other things. So, it's the feminine energy I saw earlier having their house together because the balancing, matching divine counterpart is coming at the end of winter. In case we forgot. All right. I'm going to go ahead and lay out some cards. Remember that, all of these cards are, we're talking about the rest. That's what Spirit wants to talk about. Why the rest, how the rest, I don't know. We'll see what happens when the cards come down. Five of Swords. The Empress. Is it the top card? Okay. Sorry. Having a conversation over here with my guides. King of Swords and the World. Whew, that's a journey right there. Okay. Clarify with these cards. Five of Swords is a victory. Five of Swords is win the battle, lose the war. If you stop fighting and rest, because the Five of Swords comes after the Four of Swords, but I feel like in this setup it's like, I'll do this instead of this. Don't have this battle. Whatever this is in your life, this battle doesn't connect. It doesn't connect to your soulmate situation. It doesn't connect to anything, and it's not going to serve you. It's going to take you in a different direction. This is a warning card here. Don't do this. I'm going to go ahead and lay out clarifiers because I'm not getting strong energy off of it. Well, I shouldn't say energy, but like a story. I don't see this progressing from this. This was just a warning. It's like a one-off. So let's see. Oof. Okay. We're going to come back to this in a minute because we just got 5 of Swords on top of 5 of Swords. We got the World on top of the Empress, so there's another double card, and a 3 of Pentacles. Whoops. The Hanged Man. Oh man, why are you hanged? Oh, maybe because you haven't taken care of your practical matters. I amuse myself sometimes. Just ignore me. We've got the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. So now we've got 2 kings, an emperor and an empress out on here. We've got 2 worlds. Oh, that's a 6. I was like, oh, why would the 8 of Cups be here? It's not. It's the 6 of Cups. Okay, that makes more sense. I have no room left to put this anywhere. We'll just set it right down here. All right. My guys always have me do weird things with the cards, so we're just going to go with it. All right. I need another clarifier because I don't understand what the Emperor has to do with the 5 of Swords. Somebody want to give me a heads up on that? All right. This is the energy around their third party situation. This is your energy, this is their energy, and this is your outcome energy. And this down here is the why energy. So the third party situation is not going well. There's a lot of this win the battle, lose the war. I mean, a lot. We've got it on top of it, one another. It's coming from both sides. He's doing it, she's doing it, they're doing it. They're both doing it to each other. There's a lot of that going on. There's also a lot of self-righteousness in the relationship. I don't know whose side it's on. Again, it might be both sides. Because this Emperor, you know, this is, aside from the fact that he's adorable, this is a cold emperor. This is an emperor that is, I'm the emperor, so, you know, you're lucky to have me and do it my way because you should just be grateful that I'm in this relationship with you. And I can't tell if it's coming from one side or the other or both sides. The 5 of Swords, the petty bickering and all of that, that's definitely coming from both sides. On top of that, they had me lay down the Magician, and crossing the Magician is the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody, your person, I'll just cut to the chase on that. It's your person. Your person needs to remember their alchemy, their magic. They need to remember their magic because they need to get to their 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, if you're unfamiliar with the cards, this is like the pinnacle of happiness. It's moving on from the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is an independent card. It's like you've done the work and your physical. Pentacles are always physical. It's money a lot of the times. But, I mean, that's like the crass, easy way to blow it down. So you've got all of your money stuff together. You've got your physical realm together. You're very independent with the 9 of Pentacles. When you move on to the 10 of Pentacles, it's another elevation where you have your tribe is there. It's not explicit soulmate energy, but your soulmate could be there. If you have one, they would be there. That's a better way to put it. Your family is there. You're taking care of everyone. It's the pinnacle of the Pentacles. And then, you know, this resets back down to the Ace of Pentacles in a new journey, which is a very slow energy, because people stick on the 10 of Pentacles because it's everything. It's you know, quote unquote the American dream. It's the what we grow up wanting, and that's waiting for your person with you, but not until they remember their magic. Not until they remember their magic. And it could be that it's your job to remind them of that. I feel like these are a little bit separate. This is what's going on in your person's third party situation, but this is what's going on with them. And it might be that this situation needs to end before this can happen. And it might be you that reminds them of their magic, but this is waiting for them. If they remember their magic, they get everything. Your energy, it's the balance of the four queens. You know, I talked about that in another video today. You know, you've got all four queens completely balanced in the Empress. This Emperor didn't come across that way. The energy didn't come across that way. This Emperor came across, he's a little, maybe it's just because he's a great big sea lion. He feels bloated. He feels like puffed up, like, you know, I'm better than I am and you should be grateful. Kind of that kind of energy on him. This Empress, she's very wise. She's got, you know, I also always feel the High Priestess energy with her. It's like the balance of the four queens with the High Priestess energy in it. This is a spiritual being. This is somebody connected, obviously in this deck, connected to the planet. But in general, the Empress is often, it's a nurturing card. It's, you know, she's often shown as a tree, you know, very earthy energy. This is obviously a very sexy card. There's a lot of sexy energy on that. You've got the moon energy on it as well. On top of her, we have the World and the Three of Pentacles. What this is telling me for you specifically, okay, this is coming together. We know this is coming together. This is coming together next year. This is coming together. Let God deal with that. You deal with you, because there's a new cycle coming, and it's a cycle of a strong, balanced foundation. The Three of Pentacles, though, is like, it's with other people. Like, this isn't supposed to be just you and your soulmate against the world. There are other people involved. This is a community. This is a tribe. This is a family. Get this stuff together. That's what you're supposed to be doing right now while they're dealing with all of that. Their energy specifically is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords and this Five of Swords do not go together. I mean, how you get your person from this to this, it's you step back and you get in awe of God, because that's the only way that happens. But I find it interesting because the cards that are on top of that King of Swords is the Hanged Man and the Eight of Pentacles. He's hanging. They are hanging in this. They're hanging in this. They've hanged themselves in this situation. And I don't feel like they know exactly how to get out. But I feel like the King of Swords knows. And so I feel like God is pushing them towards the King of Swords. They're pushing them towards knowing their magic. When they know their magic, they can be the King of Swords, and they can cut out what's unnecessary in their lives. You know, on top of this is an Eight of Pentacles. This I'm sensing is, again, ties back to this. A lot of this third-party relationship is just based in practical matters. Money, you know, there might be a lot of money in the relationship, and splitting up would be difficult. You know, people fight over money. It gets ugly. If there's a lot of money to split up in this relationship, in this marriage, it could get ugly. And I'm seeing this sit on top of this king almost as a block. You know, because it's he's hanged. That person is the hanged man. They're stuck. They're stuck, and they're stuck because of those pentacles. They're stuck because of practical matters. They're stuck because of their belief system, because maybe they don't believe in divorce. Maybe they don't believe they can move on from this. You know, as I said at the beginning, these relationships in particular, they're challenging all of our cultural ideas. No, I don't think you should go after another person's person. But I do believe there's destiny. I do believe there's divine timing. I do believe that when you get your stuff together, they get their stuff together. God brings these people together. This is not meant to last a lifetime. And if you stick in this, then what you get is the Five Swords. You never get to the Ten of Pentacles. Best you get to is a Ten of Swords. This isn't meant to last. And in fact, the energy on this tells me this. The reason they're at the Five of Swords is because this should have ended as much as a few years ago. And it didn't. And it got poisonous and toxic. And, you know, a lot of this, you're just lucky to have me energy in that. Your, your best outcome down here on the relationship, on the two of you, the world is coming. It's a new cycle. It's a new beginning. It's a chance to start again. You have on top of that, you have another king. You've got the King of Pentacles, and what was that? Was that in this deck? That was in this deck, wasn't it? Yes, where we got to the King of Pentacles. This is the downside to doing multiple readings in a day. They do tend to blur. I clear them in between too, so it's hard to keep track. But so you've got another King of Pentacles here, and what I said in this when I got to that King of Pentacles is that's who you're waiting for. Your Queen of Pentacles is waiting for your King of Pentacles, and here they are sitting on top of this new cycle. But the Hierophant is there. The Hierophant is. If you see the Hierophant and Justice together, a lot of the time that means divorce. So I'm not seeing the Hierophant as a long-time commitment ending. I'm seeing this as a new cycle, as a long-term commitment beginning with the King of Pentacles. This is for you. There is a long-term, there's a new beginning coming. It's going to be a long-term, let's just face it, that's marriage with the King of Pentacles, who we saw at the bottom of the deck. Do your rest. Because after the rest, you're going out into the world to get your soulmate. That is huge. Don't miss it. Do the work so that you don't get it and it's too intense for you, because the King of Pentacles is coming for you. King of Pentacles. He showed up twice here. He's coming. And the message down here on the bottom that the guides just wanted me to pull as like the why we're here and why we're doing this. Six of Cups, that is your soulmate connection coming back. The High Priestess often goes with the Hierophant. This is your inner wisdom, your inner knowledge. Plus, it's a cute calico, and I love calico cats. Beside the point, though. Use your inner wisdom, and you'll know your truth. You'll know what's happening here. You'll know where you're headed, what your purpose is, and what you need to do. These relationships aren't meant to be fooled around with. These as in yours, the type of you have with your sacred soulmate. These aren't meant to be messed around with. They're bogged down in a bunch of earthly crap. They all are. But this is going to break away. And my guess is with all the energy, with the things that I've channeled over the last few months, a lot of this is breaking away this winter. Come this spring, after Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde, I think, is going to do a number. It started, come on. Okay, Venus retrograde, if you know astrology at all, Venus stopped dead on freaking Pluto. Pluto is death and revolution. And the goddess of love. Stopped dead and then decided to go backwards. Trust me when I tell you union is coming. Take this winter seriously. Rest. The Hermit didn't show up in here. It's shown up, I think, in all my other readings today. Hermit mode. Get your High Priestess self on. Be ready. Be ready for these relationships because they're coming back strong. What's going on over here? Hopefully these are death throes. This is not good. Nobody's happy in this. Neither side is happy in this. He needs I try to avoid the pronoun situation, but I'm going to slip up on it, and I apologize now. But they need to remember their magic, because then it's not just them that gets the Ten of Pentacles. It's both of you. It's both of you, because you're the lovers. You're the be all end all. We're here to heal this shift. We can't do that if we're not the be all end all. This isn't vanity. It isn't ego. You're here to help heal this enormous shift. Look what's happened on this planet the last 2 years. Look at the pain and the death and the suffering. We are here to bring back love, true love, the magic of true love. That stuff matters. I will stop lecturing. This matters. Take it seriously. This isn't just, let me just look at a bunch of tarot card readings and hope that somehow this person is going to come back in. You need to do your work. Because if they come back in and you're not ready, this still doesn't work. Do your healing. That was a big message today. Do your healing. Particularly on this relationship, the pain that it has caused you. Heal this. You're connected to this person. They're coming back in. They're dealing with this. They're coming back in. But do your healing. Don't take that for granted. Don't take it as like, oh, it doesn't matter, or I'll deal with it. Don't delude yourself. I already said I was done lecturing. This time I will be done lecturing. Sending you a great deal of love and strength and support. I'm with you in this. I appreciate it if you would like the video so that it will be shown to more people, and if you would subscribe. I'm doing a 90 days of tarot. That's how I'm spending my hermit winter rest and healing. I'm going to be here with you all. I will see you on the next video.